Oh, hi, friends.
Hey, everybody!
Hey,
We're
welcome
back.
to week 13, or episode 13 of Sahlen's Legacy.
Yeah.
We did it.
Guess
I'm a
who's
little
back?
loopy. I am running on an entire can of Bang, a giant cup of coffee, and I've just come from a 12-hour shift, so bear with me. But I'm very excited for us to be back. We made it. We did it. We're back. The show. Hey, there go my hands. They're gone.
Danny looks shorter than usual.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
Oh no.
Don't I, cameraman?
It's all that
Fine, I
caffeine.
came. It's all that caffeine. It shrunk my spine. And it's out of sync.
No.
No. Yes.
I can't stand.
Damn.
All right, I lied. I'm gonna have to use this.
Yeah. Wait, who called me? Oh,
always
Dead Aussie
hide
Gamer
mine.
called me Dan. That's weird. Only my
I
brother
see.
calls me Dan.
Dan.
Are you my brother?
Daniel.
Yay! Well, anywho, if any of you are new here, hi, welcome. This is Perception Studio. We play lots of tabletop games, including Dungeons & Dragons, which we're playing tonight. We also play it on Wednesday nights with our felted friends, Chunk, Cucumber, and Willow. And yeah, this particular show, has been down for a few weeks because I've been in rehearsals and other things. Life is happening. It's a good time. Oh, we were punching in on me being weird. Okay. Hi, friends. Yay. Ryan's fixing the camera, that's all. I'm growing.
We
growing.
actually have a one of those
Thank you.
like salon chairs underneath him where it's
But yeah, so everyone, welcome to our channel. We also have a movie talk show called Cinephilia, and I believe next week, 12:45 should be coming back on Monday night. Not Sunday night, but Monday night. And it'll be a good time. A lot happened the last time we were here, so there's a large gap of time. We will sum up. The main thing that happened, I believe, was that Menno of the Forgotten, which are the people who were imprisoned in the dungeon level of Copperforge, busted their way out using the weapons that were being developed there in order to hasten their escape, slaughtering kind of hundreds of gnomes on their way out. Ooh, mood music.
That's nice.
And Menno was caught, but he also, with everybody's help, was calmed down and basically said, "Hey, stop the slaughter, and we'll talk your way out of this sort of situation." He took responsibility for everything, and was then ordered to be executed by the Queen, and she wanted Aura Stone to do it, and Aura did it. Menno fell from one of the mobile discs above the central disc. It's a way the Queen can address her people. It's a little floating disc, and he just end over end, curse splat. Now he was a champion of the Forgotten, and even though once he died, the Queen ordered all of his men and women be re-shackled to be the front line on their scouting mission. The scouting mission that Nitsuj and Bubo accepted with a particular type of contract. But thankfully that particular mission is not for another couple days in this point in time. But the death of Menno did not go unnoticed from the people. Queen Sleekrun she's a good leader, she's a strong leader, but she also rules with a copper fist, they might say. And the fact that someone stood against her and did so well, whispers are beginning to run all around Copperforge. But yeah, so the preparations must be made, but in the meantime, we have our friends here in Copperforge, the various levels. What are we doing? Or what have you done? I would say it's been about 3 days. There was no service for Menno, for he was an enemy of the state.
Mm-hmm.
He was cleaned up, dumped down the chute, with other, with failures from, oh my god, what is his name? Blah, Claxon. Down Claxon's chute, where he will rot.
What? Peachy.
His body left a noticeable dent in the copper when it hit due to his thick minotaur bones.
Oh, God.
And some people do gather around that dent and spend a little too much time looking at it, to the Queen's liking. They seem to be mourning, in private, in silence. But life seems to be going on as normal otherwise, and you all have to prepare for your mission.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Oh, certainly. Please do. And then we'll do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
All right, we remember how to do this.
Start with you.
Oh, okay then. Hi, I'm Haley. I play Captain Aura Stone. She is a tiefling rogue warlock. Currently is working as a Queen's Guard for Queen Sleekrun. It's so she can get a ship.
Wink.
Wink.
You already have a ship.
Oh, but a
It's being
new ship.
built.
A
new
beautiful
one.
ship.
A
I bet
better
the one. That one. That one. My name's Justin. I am playing Nitsage, and he is a high elf wizard. He's pretty neutral. This new adventuring is new to him. He's very book smart and likes to learn all he can about whatever he can. He is followed by his pseudo dragon named Hailstorm, and he has been in Copperforge, meandering after all that went down, to try and enjoy what he can before he has a contract that he has to go perform with Bubo. Bubo? Yeah, Bubo.
Yep.
So he doesn't know anything what's about to happen with that contract. But he's been warned. So yeah. Oh, also, Dead Aussie Gamer, you smell what I'm cooking. You know what's up.
Oh, Team Bring It.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read your shirt, and I was like, is
Oh.
that like yay Twitch is purple? Team Bring It. Yay.
Team Bring It. No. It's the people who know Team Bring It know Team Bring It. There it is. That's the side right there.
Yeah.
You know what's up.
It's like today it's like a minotaur though, maybe.
Aw.
Minotaur.
What is that
Hats
normally?
off for
Oh well,
It's a
no, it's a
Brahma
Brahma bull.
Oh, that's a
This is the
Minotaur now.
Rocks. This is
Yeah.
the Rocks saying, "Team, bring it." The Rock, just bring it.
Oh,
You can
really?
smell what he's cooking.
Yeah. Katie from our class. She has the Brahma Bull tattoo
Yeah,
on
she
her.
does.
She does.
She does.
Yeah.
I want to meet her and shake her hand. Oh, I got my name. Is that like gay Twitch? What? The people's champ. The Twitch's champ. Justin, I came up. They're asking me how I came up with my name.
How did
Just
you?
hold up a mirror to it.
Pretty simple. I don't have a lot of creativity about me, so just went ahead and flipped my name, and there it is, Nitsage. Just knit.
We're doing
Anyway.
great.
So great. Oh, okay. Let's explain what's over there.
Yeah. No. Deva's gonna do it first.
Yeah, we do.
I'm sorry.
Good boy.
It's okay.
Much.
I didn't mean it. I was answering things. We were told to answer people on the chat.
I can wait. Nitsage and the bull and the rock.
Great. We're doing great. We're doing great, everybody.
Welcome back.
Fucking
Welcome
great.
back.
Sorry, I'm also doing note stuff, so you're good.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, do
What
it.
is that? Close to her on the right-hand side of the screen. A
Danny
stipple?
forehead.
Oh God.
What did you do?
Oh, I didn't do anything.
Oh, it's Danny's head. Oh.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
No one liked that.
Our viewership just dropped 2 people. I watched.
TOS.
Dead Aussie Gamer. No, we cannot. You will thank me.
Shall.
Hey, thank you for the cheers, Michi.
Hey.
Cheers.
Okay, I'll go.
Yes, please.
So, my name's Diva, and I'm playing Starheart. She is a gnome priest that follows no god. She follows herself, because she's awesome. She is a priest that thinks she's a rogue, meaning she wants to just steal stuff and get the money, but also be friends with people, and she drinks a lot. Also is trying to figure out what's going on with everything that happened to her parents who were killed when she was a wee little baby, and figure out, okay, who did that, so I can go get justice, because she spent some time in the streets,
Oh my.
apparently.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're.
Oh shit. Copperford was rough on you. Now I have a Starburst in my mouth. It's back to me. You can interact with this story. These Starbursts are delicious. They're spicy. Thank you for
There you go. You're up.
For every $5,
You're up.
you can give any player here a blessing, and a blessing allows them to add a D4 to their roll, so any check, any roll, any damage, they can roll that D4 and add it to anything, and I cannot interrupt it. For every $10, we can give their players a reroll. So it sits in a pool of rerolls that they all can pull from. So if they roll poorly, it allows them to try again. For every $15, you can give me a DM reroll. And that allows me to reroll any of their good rolls.
Don't do that.
Unless they are blessed, in which case I cannot touch them.
No, don't do that.
For every $25, you can drop in a character, and we will make it fit, and we will play with it, and it will be a great time. And this can be an ally, this can be an enemy. It's entirely up to you, and we'll roll with it.
We're a pet for Diva. I'm just throwing it out
you
there.
You have a pet.
You have a pet?
The
Dougie. You have Fizzgig, no?
I haven't had him for a little bit now.
Did you kill him?
No!
You let it die?
No!
Let it die.
I forgot.
You monster.
Anyway.
And every time we hit $100, a large monster will drop from my happy little stack over here.
Yay.
Or depending on the situation, from my brain, because it really depends on where they are.
One day I will master the this to this ratio.
You're doing great.
It's like right here.
You're doing great.
It's like 15, and then
100.
Yeah.
There it is. We're there. And we're done.
We did it. We did it. We did it. So, we are now, once again, in Copperforge. It's 2 days until you set out on your mission. Oristone, you are in charge of those who were recaptured, the Forgotten.
great.
Great. You will be the person.
Sure, we have a great
heading to the army. You have access to them at any given time.
Okay.
You don't necessarily give them orders so much. Well, you will. When you're on the field, you will be in charge. But at the moment, they're in a sort of holding cell on the political level. Yeah, generally, you always have access to them if you choose to try to win them over. And then you still have Nitzig. You have some books you have yet to examine. And then Starheart, you can really have whatever business you want in the city. You've had a little bit of time before you've gotten to interact with anything. But at this point, you have a lot of time to go make friends, prepare yourselves as best as possible. And if you have any questions about what you can or cannot do in Copperforge, I am happy to fill in those blanks.
Except that library was pretty bitchin', right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one to die for. Did you, I might be able to take you up there.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, I think I still have, I think the seal that I have still works.
Think I might find some stuff about my folks up there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All that evil mojo.
I can take you. I'm sure the seal still works that I have.
What about your current books? Your current books.
Well, those are mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, do you want to read them?
I'll say you're all currently inside the Tequila Mockingbird,
Okay.
which is under new management.
Oh, looks like I need a
The
switch.
original bartender was slaughtered in the uprising.
super killed.
Yeah.
Super dead.
So there's a young man who bears some resemblance to him. You're assuming he's a nephew or maybe a son, something like that, taking over the business.
Sorry, refresh. It's been a couple days since that whole excursion happened.
Yeah, 4 or 5 days. At
4 or 5,
point,
okay.
yeah, long enough for people to sort of resume their daily lives.
Oh, hang on, I'm gonna get the name right. Justin Lake Timber. Did he fare through this?
He did fine. Singing songs for everybody.
There you go.
You fancy him, don't you?
I do like his beats.
Just his beats.
And his potatoes. Get it?
I think I do.
Please explain. No, please don't.
Please don't.
It was really dumb. Beats.
So you're headed up to
Yeah,
the
beets and
library?
potatoes. Yeah, beets. I like it. I liked it. I've actually gone through most of the mountain book I've already went through. The plain book is my secret spell book, but you don't know that.
You know,
It's his diary.
Dear secret spellbook. Tuesday.
this is Diva talking. I probably don't need to go to the library, though, do I?
I have no.
It's fine to get stuff about if I want to figure out.
The library is more of it is a place where recent knowledge could be there, recent history, but at this point there are people living that you could go talk to who
It makes
were
me think of
around
Harry
for it.
Potter, which is really kind of, I just want to live at Hogwarts. So.
Yeah. No. Nitsage loved it.
But I know that it was the black cloaked
Yes.
people.
Yes. The cultists of
The cultists.
Yes.
I'm making sure that doesn't happen again. So I do know that it was, okay, I want to find
Yes.
out more information about those.
Certainly.
Would that be in the library? Or would that be with people who are living?
That could be both. And at this point, because you're tackling more religious ideals, you would want to go to that same level anyway. The library is up at peak with the other temples and everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more about how your parents passed on and such. Table talk. The crawling leather book.
Crawling leather book.
The one that the gray mist came out of.
Oh, snap.
I don't think we discussed what that book had entailed, other than that other underworld entity that was in it.
Correct.
Freaked us all out.
That was the one that also had the ink in it, right? That was sloshing around. And
Oh, that's right.
under the
Oh,
page.
that was
Yes.
the. You know what? That was the one where it was.
The Tom Riddle one?
No, because. Oh, you know what? I don't think we discussed what was in that book.
I think you need to
Right.
write in it. See if it writes back.
Oh, maybe we did actually. I'm
No,
sorry.
we have not tackled what is in that.
Oh, okay, good. good.
You opened it, you saw the ink pressing up against the underside of the page to examine you, and then it sloshed back down.
Oh,
when you
okay.
closed it.
Because I know I have the one diary that I can write some kind of request in it.
So you have one where if you write something specific, you will see it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You have another one that your secret goodie bag.
The spell book.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So there we haven't discussed crawling
Correct.
leather book yet. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If we go up to the library, I can figure out what this book's all about, and maybe not have a demon come after us again.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Demon what?
Oh, it was nothing. It just the first time I opened the book, there was some kind of entity that came out and scared us, and he was yelling out, "It was love," and he tried to kill us. But
It was love,
well, I don't know. It's what I think I
like
heard.
the ghost of Sahlen past.
Yes,
Humbug.
Squid Pro Row.
Well, let's figure out this leather thing.
Well, let's go to the library.
Library!
Library and the temples
Yes,
Yes,
please,
okay.
please.
All right.
Libraries aren't really my speed.
Yeah, that seems about right. Oh, but I meant no disrespect. You're such a. What I meant to say was that you're very strong and vivacious and.
Ooh, but pretty.
Oh, I can't say that. I can't.
I'm pretty! Oh my! Showing the things! She's so nice.
She's drunk again.
It's called
She had. She's having adult juice.
it's called Street Smarts, kid. And I give him a little tap on the shoulder,
Oh.
a little harder.
Yeah. Ow. Yes. Ouch. But you're more than welcome to come with us if you'd like to.
Maybe I'll catch up in a bit.
So we'll follow you two for the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll catch up with you in a little bit. So you head up to the library. Elder Cabe Erta, who you've met before, he's the keeper of that particular library. He's also a Lothlin worshipper. He wears the robes of that. He has a great pendant around his neck that has two hands holding clay, which is the symbol of Lothlin. But he is a librarian. He is a historian. He's someone you might want to talk to.
What's his name?
Elder Cabe.
Cabe Erta. But yes, Elder Cabe is what he's known as.
Yeah, Elder Cabe, hello there.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Yes, yes.
You're new.
I'm new. Hi.
Greetings.
This is Starheart.
Hello, I'm Elder Cabe Erta.
I'm Starheart the Young.
She might be a little drunk, but it's fine. We're here to learn things and seek out
Knowledge.
Knowledge, a worthy pursuit.
Yes, and I promise this time I will not open any books that don't need to be opened.
It sounds like a fair deal. You no longer have access to the private library unless you are to get another pass, as it were.
Oh.
For the safety of yourself, myself, and others.
Yes, I do apologize for that occurrence. We're wanting to know a couple of things. One, Starheart here wants to know more about
The cultists of evil.
Cloaked. Yes, well,
I can't remember their name, but if you give me a second, I
Cloaked.
wrote it. Yes,
Yes. Is the god of death?
which is evil.
Not necessarily, my child. Is
He doesn't think killing people is evil.
Well, death is a natural thing.
this one has the right idea. Imagine your entire existence is to end others. The problem with Clot is that he was in love with life.
He was in love with life.
Oh, absolutely. And his only existence, his only purpose that his father gave him was to pull the living down with him. For suffering or peace, doesn't matter. He wanted to see things live and breathe. He was jealous of his sisters and his brothers who could create. So he tried, and he tried. Every time failing. The first failure, he tried to hug, embrace one of the Kwai Isles. He brought it down under the sea and drowned them all. In an effort to try to make amends, he brought them back. Twisted, but living.
Did he not understand that people can't live underwater?
His problem is most people came to him dead. He never asked many questions.
Do you know why they came to him?
Was his purpose. You walk off this plane into his hand. He decides what to do with you. He places you one place or one of the other places.
Well, if we kill you, then maybe you could find out. And then he could bring you back.
I'm fine with not learning about Clote too much,
Okay,
so
plan B.
we can put a pin in that.
I think that his people may have killed my people.
Yes, the cultists are different than Clot himself. He is not an evil god. He is clumsy, if anything. Anytime he tries to do good, he wipes things out. The people who follow him, the people who worship him, don't understand this. They see destruction. They worship the power of that destruction. Those who may follow his word don't understand what he's trying to tell them. Those cultists had very little to do with him on a personal or spiritual level. He may have imbued them with power at the beginning, but they did not know what to do with it.
Well, yeah, you figure someone of that power can, let his people know, or his people know that that they're doing wrong.
He's banished by almost all of his siblings. There are things keeping him out of this world. Though his children, yes, he created his own children to mirror his siblings. He wants to be his father.
Is that the? Oh shit! What are you again? What are you?
Tiefling?
Is that the tieflings?
The tieflings are the children of Clef,
Oh, Clef.
who is one of his children.
Oh, I see.
Is one of Cloth's children? Cloth's children?
Cloaked.
Cloth.
Yes, my dear. That's not to say he's not dangerous. That's not to say he won't bring death everywhere he goes. But he doesn't mean it as a violence, or a sickness, or a plague. All he wants is to create life, to embrace life, but anything he touches withers. I weep for him.
Wouldn't want to give him a house plant.
No, I guess not. He might have a very, very brown thumb.
Is there any books that might tell us more about the people that worship him? But like the bad worship?
Oh, well, the cultists are everywhere. They've integrated themselves into every level of society.
Oh, this is bad.
In almost every country I can think of,
Very,
almost every race I can imagine, they are effectively everywhere. Now most of them sit for years until they feel they have heard the word of Cloak, but it could be one of his many children. Some of them are also drunk on his power, imbued to them by him. Once he gives, he cannot reclaim. So his cultists, the high-ranking ones anyway, they have his power and he can't take it from them anymore. They approached as true believers, they walked away as tyrants.
What you thinking there, Nitsage?
How would you approach? Hey.
Hey, thank you for the sub.
For the sub.
11 months. 11.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Eldercade, if you had to have dealings with the cultists, how would you approach them? In what sort of regard would you approach them?
Well, they're misguided. I would attempt to sway their beliefs. They would most likely slaughter me.
Yes.
What if we found one and put on some black cloaks and then just said some evil stuff? And be like, ooh, power, we want that, and then we can get information from them.
What sort of information you're wanting specifically? What happened to your parents?
I want to know why they killed them.
When?
What?
When?
I was a baby.
I need more specifics, my dear.
Yes. Where were you? Where?
Up in the mountains. They were miners.
17 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the last time a Sahlite fell. Until Ralphel.
A what?
A Sahlite?
The
Oh,
meteor.
the big meteor.
The children of Sahlen.
Yeah.
Sahlen's children, they come to bring news, generally bad, harbingers of doom and death and despair. And 17 years ago, one landed just outside of Copperforge. Now, the minerals inside of their transport is they're valuable, they're powerful. You have one around your neck.
How do you know that, Mr. Man?
I've been around for a very long time.
Maybe your parents had something to do with mining the resources of that meteorite.
I buried them myself. It's true.
You knew them?
Not well. No, it was their job. They were sent to go and collect so that they could sell. But you see, they only shine brightly when a Sahlite is living, as if one is right now.
That's true.
But the one 17 years ago was caught and slaughtered by the cultists. They like to remove anyone's memories or thoughts of them. So your family was slaughtered. For naught. They were killed because they were near an event that had very little to do with them.
Did you know your parents' names? What? Do you know her parents' names?
Wait, didn't I know my last name? Wasn't I told my last name recently?
You did learn it, and I did forget it.
Flintborn. Flintborn.
Flintborn.
Found out my
nice.
parents. My parents are the best miners. Flintborn. Mom's Iris. Dad is Bach. They were hired by Queen Sleekrun to mine out Starheart from the meteor that fell.
Nice, nice, nice.
Iris and Bach. Bach. Like the composer.
Iris and Bach.
Flinthorn. Born.
The Flintborn. Yes. They're a proud family, as a matter of fact. Several of them still live here. You should hold your head high. You should be proud of them.
Several of them live here.
Could you introduce me to one? Or tell me where I could find one?
Certainly. They all live in the residential district. They should be in a... All of their houses are marked with a red ring, which is the mark of your house.
Red ring.
Usually a brass hoop, painted red or electrified to be red.
Thank you.
Certainly. Is there anything else I can help either of you with? I do appreciate your search for knowledge. It does fill me with hope. No one visits up here very often anymore.
Oh, we like knowledge.
Now, don't get mad at me, Elder Cabe, but, so the book that wanted to kill all of us last time I was here, do you know anything about that book?
I'm not sure I saw it. I was upstairs when that thing came
Oh,
out.
say if you did see it, you know, outside the restricted area, hypothetically, do you think that you can identify what it is?
It is my purpose to do so.
Oh, good. That's good. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. Now, listen. Now, you said that we need to learn about this book, and
This was a he made a whoopsie.
Have you
So-
opened the
uh-oh.
book?
No, I have not. It is
Okay.
still.
So as you're holding it closed, the edges of the leather are starting to grip around your fingers. and just
It's like a.
touch at you.
Do you have any kind of gloves that you want to? I'm just like hot potatoing.
I'm gonna hit it.
No, what?
Bad
I
book.
would not do that if I were you.
I mean, good book. And I rubbed the spine like a cat.
No, don't. Yeah. So if you just want to identify this, you know, we killed the entity in it, you know, and it was just a bunch of black liquid sloshing around in the pages. So I think we're all good now.
The entity that came out of that was some soul trapped in the middle.
Oh, good. So it's gone now.
You just
Oh,
killed
it's gone.
someone's
Yes.
soul.
So how is the leather still able to
That book is known as Kelrek's Hide.
Kelrek's hide?
Kelrek is a son of Clot.
Well, that's fun.
Kelrek's soul resides in that book.
Kelrek. Gonna sound it out.
Kelrek.
Oh, close. I went C on the last one. Kelrek. Kelrek's book.
So he killed the soul. That's good, right?
Good for you, you survived, but that has nothing to do with Kelrek. It was most likely someone he took with him when he was bound.
Uh-oh.
So what can it do?
I shudder to guess. I've shelved it. I've never looked upon it in 30 years.
It was Elder Cave that helped us defeat the.
Yeah, the thing that came out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you saw it. We defeated it. So
Starheart
we'll
is
just
over
go
here
ahead
doing
and
the...
open it up if you want to.
I'm just
He
doing
takes several paces back.
I'm going to be
Okay.
doing the Jumanji drums over here.
What you do with that is entirely your business. You took it. It's yours.
Well, I just want to know what it might be able to do. There might be some sort of.
Like, why is it trying to eat his hand? That would be a good place to start. Right?
He's known as the Devourer.
Oh, the Devourer.
That sounds like a friendly fellow, she says.
To be fair, his personality is fairly mirthful if the stories are true. But you wouldn't want to be in the same room with him.
You mean like eating them whole and not chomping them into itty bitty bits? Kind of merciful?
It's hard to say.
She has a point. Well, I think we're good. I've made poor decisions before, and I think this is a good one. So I'm gonna open the book up.
And cutting to Aura.
Nice, DM. Good job.
So after they leave, I finish my ale, and then I'm gonna get up and leave the Tequila Mockingbird. Find an alley, put the hat of disguise on.
The gnome as you leave. Have a great day.
Aww. Is it like dead in there? Is there no one in this bar?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay, maybe I won't come back in then. Never mind.
The fucking mood killer. Your uncle's dead, man.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out, find kind of a dark alley, put the hat of disguise on, and I'd like to find like a tavern where the common folk go.
Sure.
You know, where it would be maybe a little busier.
I mean,
Sure.
it was the Mockingbird.
It was.
There is one. It's sort of this disc sort of bells up towards the rim, so it goes up one and then back down, so that the rich people can have the edge. But the false hills of this particular portion are where the general populace resides. And there's a tavern there that is called the Wheezing Willow.
Wheezing Willow. Yeah, I'd like to, and this is, I forget, Copperforge is all gnomes, right?
Yes.
So
yeah. There are people of other races there, but primarily gnomes. Yes.
I'll disguise myself as like I think I can make myself a foot shorter, I think. So I'll go a foot shorter, so 4'7", and I'll kind of hunch. Older, scrawnier looking old man gnome.
Okay.
And I want to go into the Wheezing Willow, order an ale, and just kind of go sit by myself, but I want to kind of be in earshot because I'm going to want to eavesdrop on the common folk and just kind of see what's going on.
Sure. So I'll say your disguise goes without a hitch. Nobody's looking for you, but make a perception check. Or no, investigation check, please.
My perception's so much higher. All right, 12 for investigation then.
Fair enough. You go in, there's someone playing what looks like could have evolved from a harpsichord, but gnomes don't leave anything alone. So there's a beautiful instrument being played by about 4 gnomes on various levels, and there's just strings and keys and hammers everywhere, and it's this beautiful symphony within this small little box. Everyone's kind of listening to that, but you slip toward the back. Which has a ring of benches, and even the benches are sort of stadium seating. They've made the best out of this very small space. It's a very popular bar, but it's very tiny, so there's seats dangling from the center of the, like, people climb up to sit at tables that are halfway up the walls and stuff. So you lean up against the wall.
It's very sexy, isn't it? The Wheezing Willow.
Lethal Weapon, like, kind of music.
Yeah, it's very Lethal Weapon.
I'm too old for this shit.
Aura says, as an old gnome.
The Wheezing Willow.
You hear essentially what I'm assuming you're looking for. There's a young gnome, a very young gnome, with curly hair, and an older gnome. He's a little long in the face, seems to have seen some things. You're assuming just by the look on his face that he probably lost more than a few people in the uprising. And the young gnome turns to the old gnome. He says,
Well, I've had to be lost in order to stand up to the queen, right?
the old man, I lost a nephew. I lost a cousin. But yes, Sleek Run needs to be met with force.
Well, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be the people. And we've seen that the people can do it. And we know that there are weapons, unbelievable weapons, somewhere in Copperforge. If we can get our hands on it, we might be able to overthrow her.
And they lower their voices. They're getting a little excited. And they just start listening to the music. Everyone around you looks fairly friendly and amiable. They're just enjoying themselves. And even then, that was more of a in-passing conversation, but you're getting the impression that these sorts of conversations are happening. You hear a few more people having similar conversations, saying that the Queen didn't know how to handle this threat. And this threat was inside Copperforge. What happens when the outside army comes in? And they're all starting to continually doubt their Queen's ability and their military's ability, the Royal Guard's ability, which thankfully you are not wearing your Royal Guard garb at the moment. You hear your name thrown around a few times. But they speak of you, they saw your hesitation before you executed Menno. And for that, you have their respect. You have the respect of the people. Or at least these people. Beyond that, drinks are flowing, people are chatting. There are several open seats at several tables, including the one with the curly hair and the old man, or just about anywhere.
I'll go over to the curly hair and old man table.
Okay.
And I'll kind of limp over there. I'll put down my ale. Hell of a week, isn't it?
You could say that again. Anmila, please have a seat.
Oh, thank you very much.
Did you lose anyone?
My great-grandnephew. He was a good boy.
Most of them were. But I don't think that the Queen knows that she can't protect us. Those were prisoners from the dungeon level. No one comes from the dungeon level. If she can't stop those we threw away.
We live in a mountain. Surely a mountain is secure against the outside.
Gates are only as strong as the rams that oppose them. And I've heard that Chief Kurluk is stronger than any of them and smarter than any orc who's ever lived. We need to survive that onslaught. She wasn't building weapons for nothing.
That's true.
But she clearly can't defend us from ourselves.
Well, then maybe it's good she's got her prisoner army now. They can take these weapons outside and maybe dispose of the orcs before they get here.
I pity them. It's going to be a slaughter. The weapons might work, but I doubt the prisoners will fight particularly hard for that Queen. But with that Aura Stone leading, there's a chance.
Don't you think it's a little weird that this outsider came and now she's serving the Queen so quickly?
It's not the first time it's happened. It's just the longest stretch of time that that person hasn't failed her.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we will. The old timer has been just emptying his mug slowly, checking you out, just kind of getting a whiff of everything.
Well, around on me.
Thank you. More drinks come. You have a good time.
Toast to the lost.
To the forgotten. They drink. They sing songs for Menno now. I never knew the man until he died. But whispers of him, his heroism, he kept those people alive for 20 years. In a place where people go to die. That is a leader. The Queen needs a better strategy.
That is true. That is true.
And we need a better Queen. He finishes his drink and he slams it down.
Well, it's not like her daughter is a better option.
No, Iris is more rash than her mother, but she's a good person.
A good person doesn't make a good leader.
Agreed. There needs to be new leadership. We're just trying to find it. Cutting back to So the book is now open.
It's open.
As you open it, the pages seem empty, and then flowing in from the spines just under the thin membrane of the paper, the ink is pressing up against the pages, examining you again. So if you move your head, it sloshes under and continues to follow.
Yeah, so it does this. It's quite fascinating. Does it? If I turn it, does it look at her now? If I turn the book to her?
It does. It swivels.
I give it the side eye.
Yeah. So I mean, it seems harmless.
Don't
You're-
upset it.
Touching the binding, correct?
Right. Yeah.
The hide.
Is it still like wrapping around my hands and
Yeah,
stuff?
it's still gripping, kind of like an anemone. If you've
Does
been
it
to a-
hurt, or is it just like really kind of?
It's just
like
gripping. It's
soft
not
and-
strong enough to latch because
Oh, okay.
it's basically frayed leather, and it's not long enough or strong enough to grab you, but you
Gotcha.
can feel its intention.
Yeah, that tickles. So if any time that you want to examine this and look at it, that'd be just fine.
I can see it from here.
Tilt it a little bit, let him see.
It looks at him as well. Please don't.
Okay, so, you know, I might have a spell that identifies this bad boy.
Revelio.
I do. It's called Identify. All right. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I'm gonna go through mine too.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Identify in this bad boy.
Okay.
Learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires
sweet.
attunement to use and how many charges it has, yada yada yada. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
I have detect evil and good, but I think we know this thing is
Oh,
already.
this is definitely evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But, you know, it might have a similar sort of presence like quote, you know, death is not evil, it's just, but this thing I think is just evil.
Big swirly ink monster. Okay.
Identify.
The only spell that you can find that is related to this is a sealing spell. It is whatever trapped,
See a ceiling spell.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever trapped Kelrek inside of this particular object. It must have been something powerful. Somebody as powerful, near as powerful as a god, if not a god, would have had to do it in order to get him in there.
Yeah.
But you do know that it does contain literally the essence and soul of Kelrek.
It's a sealing
So
spell.
you didn't kill us all.
No, apparently not. I mean, it could be maybe the main part, but there's definitely still, it seems like there's an echo of his soul still in here. What is your purpose in this book?
One of the pages just curls up and is straight in front of your face, just kind of waving like a reed in the wind.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna blow on it.
It wavers and then returns.
Is there anything on the different sides of the page?
It's just the ink. This page is almost solid black because the ink underneath
just
from
up.
this other plane, whatever's contained on the other side of the paper.
So the ink is holding it, all the ink has rushed
Yes.
to it and holding it up. Oh,
Yeah.
very interesting.
And we don't want to rip this page out and burn it, right?
No, I'm going to touch the page.
Instantly, what you see first, the second Nitsage's skin touches the page, ink black shoots across all of his skin. His eyes go solid black.
Oh
His head locks back and his eyes are wide open.
There is no Nitsage, only Zool.
Dangerous.
That's what the friends call me, Whiskers.
Oh, goodness.
So he is locked in position. He is just frozen.
Okay.
The old man, the mage, the librarian begins to, basically he's starting to do some hand things and muttering to himself in
Okay.
another language you don't understand. What you experience,
Oh yeah, here we go.
a slight falling as if rappelling from the side of a cliff. And then a light splash as if you landed on top of a pool of water, but not on solid ground. Nothing underneath you, nothing really above you.
Okay.
You can see yourself, your own hands, your own feet. Below you is just black glass. And then in front of you stands a thing that looks like it has far too many ankles, far too many wrists, far too many fingers, and far too many teeth. And all of them are smiling at you.
We should have burned it.
I'm not. Oh shoot!
God, fuck that. Beetlejuice, how do I get?
This is the part where you're in the haunted house and you get out the house.
A figure who's... you can see the teeth, but the face is covered in fur and hair.
I don't have the book in my hands anymore. It's just...
No.
It's just completely... I'm in there.
And it is just approaching you, walking on the same black glass, that same soft water as it approaches, its limbs not really understanding what they're for.
Oh my god.
He's wobbling, he's got extra long fingers, and all of them are gripping and grasping.
Kurluk, is it?
You seek power.
I seek knowledge. Yes, if power comes with it, then yes.
He darts in front of you within an inch. All you see are teeth grinning in your eyes.
I pee. There's a little Nitzage is not one for this kind of stuff, so he pees a little bit.
I can give you power.
What kind of power?
What kind would you like?
Tell me about the love.
Father's love. Love for life.
Is he the one that put you in this book?
No. That was Hortiel.
Hortiel, we've heard that name before. We've heard that name before. Hortiel. Oh. Hortiel is one of Sahlen's children. Oh, he's one that created the mountain. Okay.
My father was in love with Ludwin.
Ludwin? That's the other god. Oh.
Your god.
Oh my god, yes, of course. I'll write all this shit down later.
She brought peace, life, and love to the world. My father fell in love with it. That's why he sunk one of your islands. He tried to hold it in his hand. They all died. Silly father felt so bad. He created us to make a better world.
Why did you not want a better world?
Better for me. Well, my sibling, Clef, believed in Father's vision. Believed in Ludwin's vision. I believe in power. He gave me power. I can share power.
What was Clef's power? How was the power divided amongst the siblings?
Clef could create life. Restore life. When he tried to save the drowned Quai, they came out strange, twisted, horned.
Tieflings.
Correct.
Who are your other children? Or who are the other siblings?
Oh, we don't get on, my siblings and I. Most were meant to be mirrors of the others. We had a sculptor. Clark. Good luck.
Bless you.
Or Clark, if you prefer. He shapes beasts of his own wishes, against the laws of nature. There are others, but I want to make a deal with you.
Well, I'd be unwise not to hear the deal.
I give you this. First a question. What sort of power would you like? What sort of strength? What sort of destruction would you like to come from your hands?
Like your father, I, too, have a fascination with life and bringing it back.
Resurrection. I can grant this power. At a cost.
If I, forgive me, if I hear the cost and don't want the deal, what would happen to me?
I'm trapped in a book. I can only speak. For now.
Could you trap me in this book too?
I could, but you're not great company.
That's funny. That's funny because I was going to insight check, but nope, don't need to. That was pretty truthful. Yes, well, so I've been told. What's the cost?
6 souls.
I have to bring you 6 souls, or just kill them in general?
You must end the lives. You must bring the souls to me.
Any specific souls?
Not at all.
Well, we've been in fights here and there. I don't see why that's not too impassable.
I can give you the tools.
Fine.
Very well.
You are suddenly, as you pull your finger away from the page, he's now back to normal. But as you pull your finger away from the page, a pommel, a hilt, a guard, and a long, thin dagger pull from the page, dangling from your fingertip. Black bladed. The leather on the handle is the same as the leather on the book, and since you've seen him in person, you recognize it as his own flesh.
That's super cool. Does the leather, is it like living as the...
It writhes just like the sponge.
Oh, that's fucking sick, bro. Oh, that's awesome.
This is a 1d8 plus 2 dagger.
Okay, okay.
Which is sick if you don't know D&D.
It's a powerful dagger.
It's
you
a
got
powerful
there.
dagger.
This is Keldrick's dagger.
As you're figuring that out, we'll go back to Aura.
Okay.
Are you still at the bar? Have you moved on?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get these guys a little drunker, so
Okay.
I'm gonna keep ordering rounds for them. And then, since hopefully it's not too crowded though, like there's like not super, like everyone's kind of minding their business and drinking.
Yeah, and the music's loud enough for any table to have a private conversation speaking at a normal level. So there's no real need to fear for eavesdroppers or anything like that.
Okay. I'd like to cast Charm on both of them.
Okay.
So at 2nd level.
Do they save on that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save, and they're trying to beat a 14.
The young man fails, the old man succeeds.
Okay.
It's wise.
Did I get the old one's name? I
No.
don't think I did. Okay.
But at this point, you've introduced yourselves.
Yeah.
His name is Harb.
Harb, why don't you go grab us the next round, And I hand him a gold.
Do you want me to pass it?
But yeah, it's there somewhere.
All right, happily, my dear. Thank you for the last round.
This one?
And
Sure.
this one.
Okay.
And what's the young one's name?
Mila or Mila? Mila.
Thank you. Mila, this queen that we are suppressed by, she can't handle the power that she has, don't you think?
Well, no, she can't. Not really. No, she means well. And we followed her for years, but she's so rash in her decision-making. More people have been executed in the past 10 years, and I think it's because she's afraid.
Trash could be dangerous,
Trash can be dangerous.
especially when the outside is trying to get inside.
All of those weapons were designed in secret, and all of them were used against her because no one knew about them.
That is very
Those
true.
deaths are on her hands.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And I'm gonna take my dagger, which is also disguised at this point, as I'm casting. You know, I casted charm on him, and as I'm talking to him, I'm carving something in the table. If only there was a way that we could find someone else to take her place, someone better, a leader, someone who cared for the people and their safety. Don't you think?
Yes.
I'm carving a little minotaur symbol, kind of like a Zorro mark, but like
Sure.
the marking of the minotaur, so he can see it.
See
it's
it.
facing him.
I see you and I are of a similar mind.
Perhaps we can find a way to spread our similarities among the people.
Do we have anyone in mind?
I don't think so. Do you?
There are a few choices that I've been tossing around with the old man. There is Hush. He cares for the people. Granted, he's just as quick to kill you as look at you, but he does have his own sense of honor. Fizzbinkle, despite his ridiculousness, is a very capable man, but I don't know if anyone would follow him exactly. Then there's the mystery of Aura Stone. Her hesitation. They speak wonders. With Menno, the Fallen, the Forgotten.
You don't fear her. She's different. She's a child of Claude.
Yes, well, children choose their paths, don't they? The Queen didn't choose, she was given. She didn't know what to do with it. And now my friends are dead. I'd rather have someone who cares. Someone who knows when to hold their sword. I know she only did it so that she could survive. But she did it wisely, not cruelly. Gerda, our queen, she can be cruel.
That is true. Well, maybe this is the way that we speak to our brethren.
He takes out a knife and he carves the same thing you carved.
I'll do what I can.
Well, Mila, to the future.
To the future, my new friend.
He gets up, the old man comes back with drinks.
Enjoy that one for me.
Right.
And I'll leave. I guess I'll go try and find these troublemakers.
Sure. So while you're on your way, you are now... You've seen what you've seen, what you've seen, and the old man is still like... like
What did you do?
what are you holding?
I'll hold your hair back.
I vomit.
He completely ceases whatever thing he was doing just to clean up.
Sorry. That was new. So, not a big deal. Talked to, yeah.
Talk to, what there, buddy?
Talked to Kelrick. He's definitely still in there. So, I'm just going, where did did they see the dagger that I pulled out?
I was gonna ask that.
Yes.
What you got there,
Well,
friendo?
I guess he honored me by defeating him, so I was rewarded.
Make a deception check.
What do I got?
But
It's a minus.
Man, is it a hard DC.
It's a -1. I think I'm good. Come on, natural 20. Natural 20.
Yes, it It is the Kraken. It's the Kraken octopus on
Look,
the Kraken
I don't
guy.
even. How do I take a picture? How do I take a picture?
Do I have it? I don't.
Wait, is that a deception against me too? No, right?
You can roll an insight check.
I'm rolling an insight check. What do I need to? Which do I? This
fine.
one?
Yeah.
Insight.
Right.
Yeah.
Insight.
Sorry, was that loud in the microphone?
I have plus
Sorry.
2 for insight. BT dubs.
He's had it rough. He hasn't rolled a natural 20 in a long
Irrelevated.
No way, I just
It's
called
confirmed.
it
I
out.
know.
No way. So we had to do like a roll off, right? Or wait, what's your? Is she going for insight?
+2.
I get -1.
So there you go.
Cool.
Trying to pull some punches with me there, pal.
What? That's not right.
That is so
That ain't right.
That is right. That is right. So you make friends
So
with...
mad. Elder Cave Erta. You've defeated a god.
Well, we can talk later.
Looks like you got a twitch there.
You killed a god.
So he's very sorry about that. He will do 9 hail Sahlens.
I think he is in charge of Laughlin, the Laughlin temple. So, anyway, shoot. So you believe me, she doesn't, right?
She absolutely knows you're full of shit.
Oh yeah.
But he is in awe of you. Never in all the histories of all the stories of this entire world has anyone slain a god.
Hang on. We can get some stuff out of this guy if he worships you.
She's not wrong.
Wait, hold on. I am going to.
Yeah, seriously, we're definitely going to Vegas after this.
Hold on. Where are you? Where did you go? Now, beep, boop, boop.
Can someone hand me a cider? I need a cider.
Oh, yeah.
Where did it go?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go.
Hi, everybody. At this beautiful midpoint, I would like to reintroduce. Actually, sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny. So, if you're new to the stream, this is Sahlen's Legacy. This is our ongoing campaign. This is week 13 of this particular story. And we're having a grand old. Oh, sorry, I can't drink that one. It's the other one. I need the bottle. I'm so sorry. That one's a malt beverage. I have a disease. It's true. So our show is interactive. If you would like to drop enemies and allies, you can do so for 25. If you'd like to give our players a blessing that helps them do better on their rolls. For instance, if they had blessings right now, somebody could have toppled this particular event. It allows them to add a d4 to anything. Checks, damage, what have you. Thank you so much. Oh, and the whale too, or the shark. It's a shark.
It's a whale.
Oh, shark. It's got gills. That's a shark.
It's a whale shark.
All right, compromise. I'll take it.
I mean, why do we need blessings when we're both rolling natural 20s? I
Right?
still hate you.
Good point.
Some of us are.
And for every $10, you can add a reroll to the pool of rerolls for our players. For every, like I said, $25, you can drop a character, enemy, ally, whatever you wish. And at every $100, we will drop a big old badass monster that they have to fight. So a boss battle, basically. And those ones are pretty hard to kill, considering.
I mean, I'm good on the books.
Okay, I know what to do.
All right. Have you come to a decision?
Yeah. I am going to do some thaumaturgy, and I'm gonna cause some tremors in the ground while you're like looking at
Right, 'cause
this
he's-
dude doing all the hoobie jooby.
Okay. Bow down before Nitzig, the Soul Slayer. Woo, 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 woo.
Okay.
I mean,
Make
No, you
intimidation
don't want to do that.
I mean, Starheart, I
with disadvantage? This man is very learned of the gods.
I thought he was enthralled.
Now, I thought
By the news that someone had killed a god, he doesn't think he is a god.
Oh well.
Now, I thought it said that there was an echo left of him, right? Or no, that he was still in the book. He just rewarded me.
Yes, he rewarded you. He's still trapped, and the soul that you killed was someone he brought with him when he was killed. So probably, most likely, whoever sealed him sacrificed himself in the process.
Poor Bob.
Oh, interesting.
Bob.
Oh, we got a sub, by the way.
Oh, thanks for
Thank you for the sub, Lionhead Gaming, and the host.
Okay, so
Wait, who was the sub from?
Oh, I don't know. Sorry. I misread.
Oh, we got Raiders? Holy shit, Lionhead Gaming just rated us for 58 viewers. We're sleeping on the job. Hello, friends. Welcome to Sahlen's Legacy. We're in week 13 of this campaign. It is ongoing. Currently, Nitsage just lied and said he killed a god, or didn't really lie.
With a
but the
natural
other guy,
20.
Yeah, but he didn't fool me.
Oh, then 15.
For the DM roll.
A DM reroll. Thank you
Doesn't matter. It's too
very
late.
much.
Too late, bro. It's too late.
Too late for these, but I'm expecting more. So we are. This particular show is a live play D&D with all the humans. Tomorrow night we have one with our felted friends, Chunk, Cucumber, and Willow, and that one is a lot more zany, a lot more silly, and this one is a little more grounded, but we're still, we're fucking around. It's all great. But we have a good time, and we also have a movie talk show on Sundays called Cinephilia. Although has that moved to Mondays already? No. Okay. So currently still on Sundays, and then Monday we'll be returning with 1/4 to 1, which is a show where you can tip to basically make people miserable, and it's a really fun time. Yeah.
Yay,
so
misery.
welcome, friends. Stick
Welcome,
around for a while.
mates.
Please follow our Discord so you can see all of our updates on shows and all that stuff. This one, for instance, was down for a few weeks, and now we are back. And we're hoping to keep that schedule solid forever. But yeah, welcome new friends. Appreciate it.
yay, friends.
So I wanted to be clear that he is still in there. He just rewarded me. That's all.
For what?
For.
You want to go buy me a pint and tell me all about
I
it?
sure do. I'll buy you 2.
Did you say that in front of him?
I sure did.
Okay.
Oh, that's a relief.
Well, oh, yes, of course.
Why?
Yes.
I mean, yes, relief. Whew.
Well, I mean, I think I can't kill a god. That's preposterous.
Right. Preposterous. Who would
Yes.
believe such a thing?
He goes all pink in the cheeks.
Okay. Well, we're going to go and head on then, and find your relatives.
You catch up to them about this point.
Oh, Aura,
You
good to
were
see.
rewarded
What?
by Kelrek. For what?
For for opening the book and just having a nice conversation with him.
Do you want him to believe this?
I mean, with a natural 20, I feel like he should just believe everything I
Fine,
say, right?
fine. For now, for this moment.
Where is your sweet new shiny dagger? Are
Oh,
you holding it?
yeah. Well, yes. I guess I better get a sheath made for this. This is
Okay.
rather nice.
Hey, Aura. So,
I'm just gonna
Got
grab
yourself a
this.
new toy,
Oh,
did
no.
you?
okay, so he done derped and went inside of a book, and then he came out with this shiny dagger.
That's mine.
guy-
Don't touch it. It's,
Oh no,
I
the guy
wouldn't
who
touch.
made
But it's fine.
the guy
Make a
who-
Constitution saving throw, please.
Which this
The
one?
big one. The
The
big
big-
one.
D20
No,
and Constitution saving throw is a PR.
No.
I have
She's
plus
got the
2.
wrong dice, Jay.
No, wrong one. This one.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep, boop. Now 12, 20, come on, baby.
No more of those. Thank you. Oh,
14.
plus.
Plus.
con.
16.
You feel the little tendrils of the I can't think of the
Belguard?
word.
Dagger?
The leather on the
Oh, yeah,
handle
Okay.
starting to dig into your flesh, and before it can break the skin, you manage to flick it off.
Okay, catch.
Oh no, I can't. I'm not gonna catch that. I don't have any dexterity. I might have a dexterity.
I'm trying not to catch it.
Okay, so yeah, he went into a book, and then his eyes went black, and then he came out with this dagger, and the guy who the dagger belonged to was like the evil god of death. And I don't know what Nitsage is trying to pull, but he's trying to pull some wool over my eyes, and guess what, sucker? I don't like wool. I like silk.
Listen, maybe I'm gonna grab up the dagger again and hold it. Listen, maybe we can talk about this over a pint, like you said. My treat. My
Yeah,
treat.
Aura, he's treating us to pints because
He screwed up big time.
Oh, no.
What's it?
Huh?
What?
Oh, no, just saying we need to go. We
So
need
you
to
can
go.
tell us all about how you got that
I
there
will
dagger?
tell you again that I was rewarded
For...
what I said. Aura, hi. Pints on me. Let's go.
6 souls.
Yep.
I heard that.
So,
Does the dagger talk to him?
Only he can hear
Right.
it. But
which,
yes.
where are we heading to? Drink-wise.
Let's. How was the mockingbird? Okay. Well, thank you so much for your help, Elder Cabe. Yep.
Don't lose yourself.
Yes. No. I'm.
Oh, he's
I'm
got
fine.
me there, Elder Cabe. I'll keep him in check.
You have other friends.
No.
No
But these will do. They've been companions for long. I call them my friends. And do you want a drink too? No, you can't drink. Let's go.
Oh, he's just like, still kind of mopping up your vomit. He's real confused. He's having the worst fucking day.
By the way, that interaction was so cool.
Oh, for sure. That was insane.
That was cool.
I was freaking out on part of you. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
no, I think Justin peed a little too when his voice came out of, came out of
Like,
Danny.
nope.
Goodness.
Don't worry,
This
he's
is
wearing
bad.
the camo shorts.
This is
You'll
bad.
never know.
Oh no, and he changed to R-Stool too.
He gets it. He wears camo shorts. Yeah, so let's go to a pub. Where did you just get back from?
Oh, just taking a stroll.
Oh, okay. So you could use a drink then.
Always.
All right. Yeah. We head back down. to
Sure.
the residential.
Yeah, you can. You can go. Well, you know where the Wheezing Willow is now. You also are familiar with Tequila Mockingbird and the poor nephew of the old bartender.
It's pretty dead in there.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Too soon?
Oh dear.
Oh
It's like a bar now that you go when you've been broken up with someone. That's the kind
Does
of
the
bar
nephew get a
that
name?
the Tequila Mockingbird
Oh.
has become.
No one's asked him his name.
I think we should go to the tequila.
Yes, wherever you want to go, we can go.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Danny, refresh my memory.
Yes.
Hush is one
Oh,
of
yeah, I
He's,
was
Hush
wondering.
is the leader of the Assassin's
Assassin-
Guild. So you went
Assassin's
to, I believe,
right.
hire him for something, and that's when everything went kaboom.
Well, we were gonna use him to frame Meadow.
Correct.
And then it all went kaboom. And I was like, yeah, I just got still kills the prisoners. And they
Yes.
did. It was like,
Yeah.
interesting that
He went and slaughtered everyone who was going to harm innocents. So you realize through his actions that he does have a sense of loyalty. He's also one creepy motherfucker, but he's very good at his job.
Hush.
Hush, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
And he's
title
a
of the episode
quiet-
in Buffy. No, they're creepy.
And there was no sign of his heart beast,
Oh.
which is odd.
Interesting.
of Hush's heart beast.
Correct.
Oh.
Heart beast. So all Kwai, so all the
Yeah.
elves in this world always are paired with a heart beast. So they basically they grow up together, they share their lives together, their experiences together.
Was Hailstorm in that meeting as well?
Who's Hailstorm?
His
Pseudo-dragon.
My
dragon bird.
pseudo dragon.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Are we in the Mockingbird?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. We would like to buy. How much you want to drink, Aura?
Just one.
I've never really heard it positioned that way.
Sorry.
Nothing. How much would you like?
We would like 4 of your best and most expensive drinks, my friend. 2 for me, 1 for him, and 1 for her.
Oh, I don't drink.
Oh, I will have 3 then.
Coming right up.
Thank you. And what was your name, good sir?
My name is Hoon.
Hoon. You are a boon to us, Hoon.
Thank you very
A
much.
Hoon.
How much are those going to be?
Well, they're about not too much. 2 silver a piece.
Oh,
It's not a lot.
no, it's okay. Thank you so much.
It's my uncle's favorite.
Tip.
He goes and he pours them. He brings you 3 mugs first.
You're adorable.
He brings another one for Aura.
Okay, so
you just
I
kinda-
like.
You can tell he doesn't understand this business.
Aw, buddy.
2 silver a piece. It's 4. So I'm gonna give him a gold and was it 10 silver per gold?
Yes.
10 silver pieces
Sure.
per gold. 2,
Money.
2, 4.
Can you drink on the
6.
job? Can I
10,
offer him
10,
one
10.
of mine?
I think, yeah, that's right.
So I'm gonna give you a gold and say, keep the change for that. Is that a gold? That's 1 gold piece, right?
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
Yes, of course. That's 1 gold piece, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a 20, is it? No. Danny, is that like a 20?
No, it's a 1.
Okay. Danny, I just give him 20. There we go. Oh, I guess I should have given one of these little small ones. That says 1 on them. Copy that.
Is there anything else I can get you?
Oh, no, we're just going to go have a sit.
Oh, okay. I'll be behind the bar.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell your friends.
We
We're
will.
still open.
Hello, my friends.
He goes back, he's just kind of like polishing the pipes.
So, hey, friend, I hear that this pub is still open. You want to tell us about what you did to get that dagger?
That's a very nice dagger.
Isn't it? Yeah, it has characteristic. Hoon?
H-O-U-N, Hoon.
Oh,
I don't write anyone's name down right.
It's all good.
I'd write it phonetically, so like.
I was like H umlaut O.
Just as good.
What is this? The mockingbird?
Yep, tequila mockingbird.
Tequila
Tequila
Mockingbird.
mockingbird. Thank you. Well, so I might have
Goofed.
goofed. Well,
Wronged.
all of the above, yes.
Done derp.
6.
Excuse me. What if
So you
Thank you for the sub!
sub.
Thank you.
Gringo Gaming. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Welcome. Join the Discord. Hang out. Enjoy.
Yes.
You did him a favor,
Oh,
you said? Or you were rewarded
Yet.
yeah, I was rewarded. Yes.
rewarded. By a death god, Aura. He was rewarded by a man of death.
Were you in the library when we I don't think you were.
Nope, but
She
I
came
rolled
in
a
on your way
natural
out.
20.
I know.
Saying all of this out loud right
No. I'm asking if you were in. I didn't know if you were in there with us when we killed the
Oh, when he
entity.
did the thing?
Yeah.
No, I was
No.
not.
Okay. Yeah. So far, you're doing great. Keep going.
Do you want me to tell you what happened to him? Because his eyes went black and some ink went up his arm because a book tried to eat him, and then he was there for a bit, and then the elder was whispering these words and like, he must be better, woody, woody, woody. And I'm like, this is not good.
Can I make like a religion check? What
Yeah.
am I trying to say?
What are you trying to knowledge?
I'm trying to knowledge, like, usually rewards aren't given for nothing.
Right,
Or you want to check to see what the reward, or like kind of.
I guess kind of like a religion check to like see what this god might have.
Let me. Okay, tabletop real fast.
Yeah.
Since she rolled a natural 20,
Yeah.
Yep.
so can I still have the freedom of cutting corners on the truth, or do I have to be truthful with her because of the?
She has to go along with you. At this point, I think for this particular situation, the thing that she has that insight on,
Okay,
she
she
won't
knows what's
believe
up.
any further bullshit on the topic.
Copy that. Okay,
but-
thank you.
Yeah.
I was just trying not to go off. Okay. Yes. Well, I reward. Oh, did you want to make your check?
Yeah, I want to make a check to like. This seems like kind of like a dark magic kind of thing. Just kind of gain any insight on like how deep of shit he's in.
Oh,
Sure.
I wanted. Oh,
What kind of check do you offer?
if
Yeah, religion's a good check for that.
14.
The deepest of shit.
Can I?
And he holds one of those coins, and this is the deepest of shit.
You're just collecting little artifacts, aren't you?
Yes.
Can I also detect good and evil?
Sure. I don't even know. Sure, yes.
Yes.
Yes, you may.
Okay, and?
Oh, evil.
On me
dagger.
or the dagger?
Yes. It's no. It's aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me. So yes.
I would say.
Yeah, the book and the dagger you sense immediately.
Okay.
What?
Do you have any idea what you've gotten yourself into?
I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't, and I'm sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
Insight check.
No. Got a little deception.
Sure.
What you got? What you got?
Oh, not good.
Bummer, dude.
Oh no,
Well.
that's only a 3.
Okay, well, it's a 5.
Oh, man.
Just missed. Yes, I'm sorry that I have this dagger. Well, don't, isn't it good for me to have a dagger like this and be able to defend myself? And,
Not if it's evil.
oh, well, sometimes things happen and, like you come across as evil all the time and you're not evil. So this thing may appear evil, but I'm wielding it and I'm not evil.
Not yet, anyway.
The little copper saloon doors swing as a royal guard enters.
Madam Ora,
Yes.
Put that away.
your presence is requested with your personal army.
Very well.
They continue to rattle their cage. If you catch my meaning, please calm them down.
All right.
Trouble.
He turns on his heel and he just leaves.
Are you two coming?
Well, clearly we can't leave Nitsich alone because he is going to find more daggers of evil. Evil dagger man.
The evil
You're just
dagger
jealous that you don't have this dagger.
I'm not jealous that a book tried to eat me and my eyes went black.
I'm here now. Fine, thank you.
Perhaps we should all go.
We should all
Okay.
go.
Ow.
And you can carry one of my pints.
Fine, but I need to.
Come back anytime.
We will. Thank you so much.
Because I guess we should return the cups because they don't really belong
Oh,
to
hang
us.
on. Okay.
You can bring them back.
Glug, glug, glug.
Well, she's fine.
She's made her choice.
she's
You
done.
sure?
Oh yeah, she's getting it.
Glug, glug,
She's.
glug, glug.
Oh, you drink like a Flint Forge.
Oh, I'm hang on. I'm a Flint born, right?
What did you say?
Flint Forge.
Bloodborne?
You said Flint born. Flint Forge? Is
I meant to say Flintborn.
Oh,
12 hours, folks. 12 hours. He's doing great.
I drink like a Flint.
By the way, we
Born.
found that she has relatives here in.
Here you
Copper
go, good
Forge.
sir.
Living family.
Your mugs.
Interesting.
Thank you. I'll clean them presently and keep them shined for your next visit.
All right, Eru.
I need a sheath for this.
As you say those words, it's sort of the flesh starts to wrap around your wrist.
Uh-huh.
It
Wait, do we
starts to
see the
come off
flesh
of
wrapping
yo,
around it?
absolutely. It basically, as it was in your hand, the skin on the handle wraps itself around your arm, pulls the dagger here, and just slips into your arm.
Ah,
It feels icy cold. There's a burning, but no damage is
that
taken.
was weird. That was weird. That was weird.
Oh yeah, because you got this dagger because you're a good boy, and that dagger is nice.
Listen, I just it was given to me, and I didn't want. I mean, it was given to me by a god. What was I supposed to do? No, and have him trap me in the book?
Well, you're not very good company anyway. I don't think he'd want you in there.
Nah.
Sorry. Well, we'll see who controls who. You the dagger, or the dagger you. Let's move.
I mean, if you want to, I can, you know, if anything goes sideways.
Me?
I'm not saying you, but I'm not saying you do.
Maybe I should go to her.
You pick up what I'm laying down, or
I am capable.
Prove it.
Oh, huh? Did you say something?
I did not.
You all
this
have, I'm
dagger's
assuming,
making
started
the
to
loop.
move
Yes,
toward.
I'm moving them
Yeah.
along.
All right, you're headed to the political section.
I'm kind of like teetering.
Oh yes, you are toppling. You are a weeble that does fall down at this
Okay,
point.
I'm gonna.
Oh, this is an 80s reference.
Yes.
I need a boost.
What?
Like, wait, are there pigs in this world?
Yeah.
Like a piggyback?
Did you see me? I'm weak and frail. Ask her.
Alright.
I'm on the clock.
Let's move!
So you head up to the political center, which is where they're currently, or the political ring, which is where they're currently holding your army, which is, they have basically been assigned to be the meat shield for the initial scouting against Kurluk.
Meat shield.
It is, their purpose is to die so that you don't. And so that the strategist, Mr. Wisp Walker, who Nitsuj and Bubo will eventually have to protect, as is their contract, they are there to die in his stead, should it come to that. But you go there and you find that this is a sort of ramshackle cage. It's not like the prison level where it's fairly organized. It's not like the dungeon where it's forgotten. It's as if they assembled this yesterday. It's weak chains, weak fences. It's probably the worst gnome work you've ever seen. And there are far too many bodies within this cage. There's food on the floor. There's bowls of water on the floor, but as if they were feeding dogs. They all have the same shackles around their neck that Fizzbinkle reattached at the Queen's order.
Oh, Fizzbinkle, no.
The Queen ordered it. She commanded it. But they are essentially slamming their cups, slamming their bowls against, screaming for Aura Stone.
Who's been in charge of these, I'm gonna call them barracks. These cells.
A guard turns to you as you sort of ask that to yourself, and they say, "You, ma'am."
I commanded these small cells for all of these prisoners.
Yes, they're your responsibility.
If they are to be escorting my party in a few days, do you think that they are going to be in a fit condition in these tiny cages being fed like dogs?
They're only living to die, ma'am.
Wouldn't they serve us better? if
They
were
will
just a-
serve how we wish. He reaches to his belt and hits a button, all of them scream in agony at the same time as their
Jesus,
collars
really?
go off.
Am I a higher rank than this guy?
Oh, absolutely.
I punch him in his face.
It's done. Roll for damage. Was that
So
unarmed
D4?
D4?
Yeah.
Okay, just letting
strength
Haley
modifier, I
know
think.
that Starheart really is looking up to Aura right now. Makes me
Oh,
happy.
I hardly do any damage right now.
Strength or dexterity?
Is it? Oh, it might be Dex actually.
For you, let's make it Dex.
Okay, dokie. So 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Is that what that is?
Oh yeah.
His nose now bends to the left, and there's blood spewing from it. Sorry,
How
Mom.
dare you put words in my mouth and thoughts in my head?
How dare you?
They killed my brothers, Mom.
I'm sorry for your loss. But they serve the queen now, as do you.
That's right. I do.
I'll take the buzzer. I'll have the buzzer.
Intimidation check, please.
Come on. Oh, so good. 22.
Reroll, please.
I believe in you.
Come on, here we go.
I believe in you. Let's do this.
Ready?
Come
Here we
on,
go. I
come
got you.
on.
I got you. Ready?
Come on, go, Stitch. Okay, still good. 18.
pulls it off his belt and he just hands it to you. They're your problem now.
It seems like you've been a little too close to this, so why don't you go mourn your lost, have a drink, and cool down.
I hear Tequila Mockingbird's really good.
Very well. He turns on his heel, he gathers up the other two men who are watching the sides of the cage, and they leave. You're alone with all of them.
What was his name?
Doesn't
You
matter.
have no idea.
Anger McGrumpy Pants.
Do I, having been around the prisoners, could I kind of have picked out one that's kind of been assigned their new, like, leader?
It's hard to say at this point. But there are some who are pressed closer to the edge who seem a little wiser in the eye, less panicked, a little more resolved to do something about it. But at this point, it's been such a short amount of time, they haven't had much time to talk leadership while they've been essentially tortured by that angry little gnome.
Is there, like, a water trough somewhere or, like, food rations nearby?
There are bowls of food and there are bowls of water scattered throughout the entire cage, and you can tell they've just been strewn on the floor through a slot.
Okay. Are there any, like, jugs of water around the room that I could, like, hand to them?
Yeah, there would be some nearby. They're meant for other things, but there are some that you could take from other businesses, other offices, and you could bring that to them.
Okay, yeah, if there's just a few nearby, I'm going to grab one of the jugs of water and hand it to one of the older, more resolved-looking prisoners.
Yeah. They aren't able to pull it through because of the shape of the of the slot, but they hold their bowls out and you fill them. They each sort of delivered different salutes to you, for they were all individuals before they were arrested, put down, and forgotten. But you can tell they harbor a respect for you even before this show of affection.
I apologize that freedom is not free. I apologize for your circumstances. This is not what I intended for you.
Someone in the back yells, "You killed Meadow!" And someone in the front says, "She didn't want to."
I didn't, but many more would have died, and many innocent would have died.
We know he died for us. He could have killed that queen. He could have killed you.
This is a Kwai woman with silver hair. Her heart beast is it's a little mouse bird on her shoulder.
The queen expects you all to die in the forest.
We were going to die anyway.
Perhaps not.
I would prefer to die free. But we weren't free a week ago. We're not free now. We tried. We weren't happy killing the people. But they stood in the way of us and the sun.
I believe you.
But we will follow you. No need to zap us. Whatever you need us do, we will do.
You needn't fear that. And I want to try and break the thing.
Question from the
Sure.
chat.
Yeah.
Dead Aussie Gamer is wondering, is it bad form for the audience to bring back Minnow?
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be bad for him.
That's a good
He's
question.
very
No,
dead,
yeah.
but that is a good question.
Great question.
He might have relatives, but yeah, he is very dead.
Cyborg clockwork.
That would be a
metal
hard bend for me should you tip for something like that. Usually, if it's a story linchpin, well, maybe not.
wizard. Good question.
But yeah.
Solid question.
Dumbledore's not dead.
Force goes.
Oh, I was.
Trying to break something.
I want to break the device, break the buzzer.
Sorry, yes.
Make a strength check.
I think I'm not that strong. I hope I don't accidentally zap them. That'd be terrible. Okay, 13.
You're able to crack it. You
Okay.
don't break it, but the housing has come loose.
Okay.
Could Nitsage theoretically use his arm dagger to stab it? Break it?
Don't know.
Go ahead, stick your metal pointy thing in this electrical device and see what happens. I kid.
It could be shocking.
The people appreciate the effort. The same Kwai woman who was talking to you goes,
That's not the only one. The Queen has one. Many of her lieutenants have one. You may be leading us, but they know you harbor some sort of feeling for us.
Well, if you're all meant to die in the forest, then it's not like we'd be dragging back your bodies, so maybe if you were to die on the coast instead of the forest, who's to say?
The coast?
We'll get you all alive out to the forest.
May I suggest something?
Of course.
There is a gnome. Many of my friends are angry at him, but his name is Binkle. He serves the Queen when the Queen is watching. And that is all.
But they're angry at him?
Binkle? Oh, they're angry because they put these back on. But they don't understand him like I do.
Serves the queen when the queen is looking.
Wait,
What about when the queen sleeps?
He's a good man.
Oh, not looking.
Was Binkle the name? Is that?
that was the little giggly gnome
Yeah,
who,
the guy I really
who
like.
undid all the shackles
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then redid all the shackles.
Oh, I thought
Yes,
that was
Binkle.
Fizzbinkle.
Fizzbinkle. Yes,
Oh.
Binkle is his last name.
Fizzbinkle
Oh,
Binkle.
Oh, I thought it
His
was
first name.
Binkle.
Binkle.
Yeah, I
last
thought
name.
it was Fizz
Got
Binkle
it.
too.
Yeah, it's like
Fizz
Mario
Binkle
Mario
Binkle.
and Luigi Mario.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm so happy you guys did that reference.
Well, I seem to have accidentally dropped this buzzer. Perhaps Fizzbinkle will have to come out with us to the woods to make sure that it is repaired.
Yes, perhaps.
Can I retro real fast?
Sure.
Before the guard left, I would have liked to look what's on his person and seen some kind of object, weapon, something that he might have been carrying.
Sure. He would have had one of the lightning rod weapons that Menno and his men were carrying on the way out. He also would have had keys to this particular cell. But other than that, simple weapons, short sword, dagger,
Anything particular to his person?
like a personal effect.
Yeah.
Nothing particularly interesting. Maybe something that belonged to his
What
family.
what race was he?
He was a gnome.
He's a gnome.
Yeah.
Any kind of jewelry in his hair or whatever, something on his. Nothing?
He had a necklace.
Okay.
But nothing particularly
What you thinking?
spectacular.
That's for Justin to know.
I am curious.
List of people to kill.
Cersei.
Cersei.
The Hound.
Tom Hanks.
No.
She says that to him. They're like sitting on a couch
Oh,
at
yeah.
Graham Norton show, and
Oh,
she does
that's
her
right,
list, and
that's
then she
right.
says Tom Hanks and like looks over at him.
Oh no.
That's funny. Yeah, that's good.
No, he's a national treasure.
That's true.
We love Tom Hanks.
He's America's father.
He's George Washington. Anyway.
George. Sarah Sear? Oh, it's funny.
In the time that we've been here and struck that deal with the Queen.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Linchpin.
There it is. Here we
Menno's
go.
brother, a former guard who lost his arm and legs in an explosion, replaced with clockwork parts. That's as far as I got.
With Clockwork's parts.
He was hunting down
those
those
responsible for his brother's
brother's
death.
Oh,
Thank you, Deadashi
A
Gamer.
former guard. Oh, interesting twist.
He gonna be on.
yeah, interesting.
He gonna have access to some shit. Cause he's
Who's
awesome.
to say? Who's to say?
I need to
Starburst,
stop
take your time.
eating Starburst at integral times. Yes, nice linchpin. As you finish off your conversation, you now learn that that woman's name was Kyla.
Kyla.
The guard?
No,
Oh.
the silver-haired Kwai
Who was
with the mouse bird.
Oh, okay.
But as you're finishing up that conversation, you hear above your heads. and you see a minotaur
Oh dear.
Oh, jeez.
with clockwork limbs.
Oh my god,
His
this is
feet
like the
are
Terminator of the
grasping
Minotaurs.
the underside of the disc. His latches on his feet release, spins midair, lands. Superhero landing, because why the fuck
Of course not.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, of course.
And he stands up. His arms are clockwork, his legs are clockwork. Oh. My brother was Minnow. My name is Lynch.
Hello, Lynch.
Please don't hurt us.
I've no desire to hurt you. I know why you did it. I know why he did it. For all of us, I was a guard of the Forgotten. I found my way out. It cost me my limbs. Klaxon was a friendlier fellow then, before he was in the Queen's pocket. He built these for me. They're at your service.
Your limbs or klaxon?
I'm legit wondering. I wasn't
That's
sure.
hilarious. You're so precious. Good question. Good question.
Oh, I just understood what the name, because you said
No,
it was
I
like
did
a
too. I
kink
was
in the
like,
side.
got it. And then you're like, Lynch? And I was like, wait, what? And then I look over here and I was like,
His Lynch pin,
Pin.
brother of Menno pin. Now.
That's canon now. It's canon.
It's canon. It's canon.
Menno pin.
I'm writing in my notes,
Menno.
Terminator, Minotaur.
Jeez.
Termitar. Meninator. Yes, Meninator!
I'm writing that down also. The Minotaur.
Airstrom. Oh.
Okay.
His name is Menno. Hold on, let me spell it. Menno. M-E-N-O. Everyone's like, Menno, like the fish. It's Menno.
Minnow.
Not a minnow, people. A minnow.
Short E, short N, small O.
Capital M.
Lynch, we are honored
yeah.
with your service.
Thank you.
You hear in the back of your head,
No one will miss any of these people. They're destined to die.
Well,
I only need 6.
and you will get them.
You need a lozenge there?
Oh, do you have one?
No, but I can give you a swift kick in the throat.
she is drunk.
Oh, almost choked on my starburst on that one.
I just kind of like loopy roundhouse.
So what is the order of business now that you have met Mr. Lynch Pin and Kyla?
I feel like it's close down to your call.
All on you.
Lynch will be going on our expedition into the woods in just a few days. Would you join us?
Of course. Yes, yes, of course. In an official capacity, or shall I hang behind?
Well, I suppose you were one of the guards. So.
Of the Forgotten.
Oh.
Menno's cousin, Menno.
A
A nice pitch black minotaur with red eyes and a super cuddly, pleasant demeanor follows.
Here to help however she can.
Thanks, friends.
I like it.
But we're
Menno, Menno, and wait, what is this
Yeah.
guy's name? Oh, Lynch, that's right.
Lynch and Minnow. All right.
We're only,
A 4.5 foot tall Minotaur walks up.
Aw, she's a mini minotaur.
That's cute.
Oh, we should call her
Hello.
Minnie.
Oh my gosh.
I am Minnow.
Oh my gosh.
I hate everything. Sherm Step says this is Cucumber's family all over again. Yep. Apparently she was with Lynch the entire time. She just now
hiding
stepped
behind.
out from behind him.
Oh my lord.
Oh no, she's your size.
Wait. Wait, how tall is she? Like
She's like 4'5".
She's
we just
4'5".
said. She's like a mini minotaur.
mini minotaur? She's like
She's like you size.
You are adorable.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hello.
my name is Starheart.
I'm Minnow.
I'm Minnow.
My name is Nitsage. And I'm just like looking here. You are the smallest minotaur I've ever
You
seen.
don't have to stare.
Oh,
Yeah, don't stare.
I am also here to kill.
We could
yes.
certainly use your help.
Yes, you are.
Good.
I'm gonna find, I'm sure I have some kind of notebook on me or something, and I'm gonna draw the symbol that I showed Milo in the bar, and pull out my dagger and rip it out of the notebook that I'm writing in, and flash it really quickly to Lynch, and say, "The people are aware."
Good.
And then I say the guy's name, and I'm forgetting it, and light the flame dagger and burn it so no one can see the
Oh, wait,
note.
Hoon. No, that was the different guy.
No, this was
You were at the other
this
place.
was the cottage
The whistling
on the way.
willow.
No, this was
Orphel.
like Orphel. Thank you.
Orville, more like Vorville. See, that's how I remember it.
There you go. There you go. So,
Yep.
all right. We'll reconvene in a few days. I'll send along any messages if I have updated news.
Very
And
well.
then to Kyla, I will say, conserve your energy. Try to lay low. I'll see what I can do about the other buzzers.
Thank you.
And then, shall we go?
While what's our next move? Where are we going?
Would I have... Oh, going back to my other question. Since the whole time we've been in here in Copperforge, how's the deal going down? Remember when we asked for like 10,000 platinum for them to send it to Ralphel? How
Yes.
is that? Has that money been
It
sent?
has been sent.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
The ships, how are those coming along? Would I have gotten a
You
report
would have
back?
to ask. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, but I want to have a one-on-one with you about their arm dagger.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, whatever.
Because I feel like because I was there, I feel like I can get more information out of you than when Aura's here. But I don't know.
can certainly try.
I'd like to find a really fast messenger that I can send who maybe isn't necessarily working for the Queen. So maybe like a commoner.
Someone like Bask.
Bask! Basky boy! I'm gonna go see my friend Bask.
Would you like me to? I've been getting along with him well. I frequent the pit often.
Sure, you can come.
Oh, come? Oh, I can just do that by myself.
How do you know what I need sent?
Oh, okay. You just give it to me and I can go fetch him.
That's alright.
Oh.
I'll tag along.
Okay.
It's just you and me now, Nitsage.
No, I thought we were going with her.
It's just the three of us now, Nitsage.
Do you want some more? Do you want more drink? Want me to buy you some more?
Yes!
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll meet you back
Just
at
cracked my neck.
the Tequila Mockingbird.
Alright.
I'm going to cast Locate Object on
Okay.
that necklace the guard was wearing.
Okay. It is currently on the royal level,
Oh, the royal level.
which is the second to the top. It's where the royal family, the parks, the Slack Gardens, and Queen Gerda's throne room are, as well as the council. And he is outside, or at least the necklace is outside of Queen Gerda's throne room.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Mockingbird, and you can go off to the.
Okay.
All right. So you all go back, and Hoon is just overjoyed to see you again.
Hi.
Two more of your most.
Of course.
Yes.
Before you can finish your sentence, they're already poured and like in your hands.
There we are. They're both for you. I don't drink.
God, she's gonna die. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, I am gonna not be.
Roll that
black out.
D20.
Huh?
D20, please.
Oh my god.
Plus your con.
12?
You managed to swallow what would be a very chunky burp.
Ew.
Those look delicious. Can I have a sip of that?
A sip for a bit of information.
Well, no, I'm not that thirsty. I don't really
Yeah,
want to.
you are.
What? No, I'm not that
Okay,
thirsty.
so what happened in the book
Thirsty.
of
The Book of Doom.
The Doom Book.
I will tell you
asks
if
enough
you
questions.
drink. I'll tell you if you can drink that
I'll
in
drink
less than
this
10
whole
seconds.
thing. Oh, 10? Okay. Okay, you ready?
She's drunk. She won't
Okay.
even feel it.
Here we go. Are you counting?
Yes, on your mark,
I'm-
get set.
Mm.
I'm just trying to get her sloshed right now.
I have drinketh the drink of champions. I deserve to know Nitsage.
How is she looking right now?
Sloshed as shit. She is extraordinarily drunk.
Can I perceive or insight that she's going to remember what I'm going to tell her?
Ooh, that would be hard to say.
Okay.
I would make her roll to remember whatever you say.
Do you want me to roll
No,
now
later.
or later? Okay.
Recollection at a different point in time.
Nitsage.
Yes.
We're friends, right?
Well, of course. Yes, of
And
course.
friends tell each other things.
Yes, we do, and I have
I
told.
don't want you to go down the path of darkness.
Well, no, I'm on this path. I'm on the path that. Wait, darkness. Aren't you trying to? Don't you like stealing things?
From people who don't need them.
Well, that's still a source of evil.
It's not the evil of the dagger in the appendage on your body.
Well, I don't feel evil. See, ha ha.
You're sure clearing your throat a lot.
Well, maybe I just need some. Maybe I need some. Do you have anything non-alcoholic?
I
Like,
have some of that bird drink.
yeah, you're a bird, right? Give me my bird friend bird drink.
And one more.
It's the meaty thing with all the ground up, like it's all the blood and guts.
Oh dear, that.
Here you go. Here you go.
One more for her as well too. For yeah, here we go.
There you go.
Well, here we are. Cheers. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
I'm not drinking it.
Well, that's all over the floor.
What did I see that?
Oh. Oh my
You just
goodness.
spilled all of your
You're
drink.
so
What-
clumsy. You
It's
made
fine.
me spill my drink.
I've gotten used to getting blood out of this floor.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well, no, she doesn't have the blood one. She has the.
He just very solemnly goes to get a mop that is just redder than red.
Oh no.
Okay, no,
Starts cleaning it
I'm
up.
gonna tumble off my table, my stool, and like just kind of shove it back into my goblet.
And
'cause
I'm
I feel
casting
so
invisibility.
Make a dex. Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're fucking drunk.
And I'm
You're not
casting.
hopping over anything. What's up?
I'm casting invisibility on myself.
Okay.
bad.
Oh.
10. Wait, what?
Did you roll again and then take the lesser?
You're bending down to do stuff.
10.
All right. You fall over. What were you trying to do?
I was trying to help him clean it up, put it back
You
in the
fall
goblet.
into it. And kind of mops your face as you hit the ground.
I'm helping, whatever.
I'm so sorry.
I'm helping.
You go invisible.
Invisible.
He's distracted. Yep.
And I am going out the door.
Awesome.
Do I notice that he is gone?
No. The world is fluffy to you right now. You're very drunk.
I'm gonna know all the things and drink all the drink.
I'm cutting you off, actually. I've never had to do that before.
Do you have a night bed?
Well, yeah, we got one upstairs.
I think I need it. Oh dear.
Okay. Okie dokie.
He gets on like this tube phone type thing and like calls in somebody bigger than him to help you up at some point. But we'll cut away to invisible Nitz.
I'm going up to the royal.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a breather from
Yeah.
you.
Okay, I want to go find my buddy Bask.
All right. You go to the center disc, which is where he spends most of his time, and you find him, as usual, around the pits where the clockwork animals fight. There's no fight today, but he's still sitting in his regular spot with the hood over his face. Okay. You can see his tan nose kind of poking out from underneath.
Okay. Bask, my friend.
Ah, if it is an aura.
How are you today?
Fine, I guess. I survived the fight.
That you did.
And I ran from it. That's how I survived.
Fast runner, are you?
Not really.
All right. Do you
But,
know any that are?
Oh, well. Oh, sure. I got plenty of people who work for me.
I need to get a message out very quickly.
Can get a message out. How discreet are we talking?
Fairly discreet would be preferable.
Okay, all right. What's the message?
It is for Captain Grant in Raufel.
Mr. Grant.
I need to know how many of the Queen's ships are ready.
You're in luck. He's come to report on that this very day.
Has he?
He has. You can meet Mr. Grant himself.
Oh, I would like that very much.
I keep track of the comings and goings of celebrity.
Ooh. And where exactly would this celebrity be found?
He should be meeting with the Queen soon to talk about their new fleet.
Fantastic.
And your ship, the head of them all.
Excellent. Well then, I guess I don't need a message after all. Actually,
I could tell him you're coming if you need a private conversation. Aside from the Queen, Grant is a very practical man. He doesn't necessarily trust Copperforge. He's more of a Raufel man.
if you could set up a private meeting, that would be preferable.
Consider it done.
Thank you. One last order of business. Would Aura know where the weapons have been moved to? No.
Very tight-lipped.
Interesting. Bask, you're a master of secrets.
You honor me.
Would you happen to know where that big cache of weapons got stowed?
Oh, that sounds like expensive information, Miss Aura.
Well, I flick him 10 gold. As badly as I can. She does it better.
It's on the ridge.
Where's the ridge?
So the ridge, in their speak, is basically there is the ridge gate. I'm not sure if I have the terminology correct at the moment. But there are the three gates. This is the gate that leads to the mountain range that goes straight to the Steam Fang. So if you're going to go over the crests as opposed to around or across the mountains.
It's up here. It's at the peak, right?
It's at the peak. There's a gate at peak that exits out to the north that follows the crest of all of the mountain ranges.
And what's that one called? What's that gate called? You said the Ridge Gate?
Let me make sure. Let me double check. The Peak Gate. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I left it very simple for myself, and I still fucked it up. So yes, the Peak Gate. So it would be beyond the Peak Gate somewhere. So somewhere on the crest, somewhere in the mountains. They would have moved it above, where people tend not to go.
Is it guarded, or do they think that would bring too much attention to it?
The latter. They don't want anybody knowing that it's there, considering what happened last time. They kept it near a bunch of criminals, and surprise! They found them and used them. They're up there. They're on the crest. Oh, that sound.
It's
You were
gone
saying?
forever.
There is a guard. It's not a large guard, but they're well armed. They're using their own weapons now. The secret's out, so be careful if you're planning on intercepting or trying to smuggle anything out. I'm not sure what you're after, but that's where you'll find them.
Good to know.
Now, as for Grant, I can get him to you before the end of this evening. He's got a brief meeting, but I believe they're just talking financials and the current state of the shipwrights. The guild is back, now that the money's made it over to Ralphel. The guilds are booming, so the ships are being made at a speedy rate.
Perfect.
Where should I have him meet you?
Oh, why not the Tequila Mockingbird? It's been pretty quiet there
Fine
lately.
choice.
That'll be all.
All right. See you, Miss Aura. Let me know if you need anything in the coming nights.
Thank you so much.
I've seen the horns, by the way.
He turns and walks away.
Okay, I will head to. Are we meeting up somewhere?
I'm probably passed out.
You're a little unconscious, so we'll go back to Nitsage. And you're heading up to the royal level, and you're invisible, so you would first have to slip past a guard, because that is a guarded tube, generally.
Okay.
So for that would just be a sneak.
Sneak, huh?
Or a stealth, sorry, a stealth check.
Okay.
With advantage, for you are invisible at the moment.
Okay, that's nice. I will try that out. I will take that, but let's just see. 20 not natural.
Great. Yeah, you make a noise somewhere that makes the guard move forward. You slip behind him. You make it up the tube.
Cool. Thunk.
Still invisible.
Okay, so I'm going to go where I felt the ping first. Now, the locate object is off now because I'm invisible.
Okay.
Because my concentration is on me being invisible. So I kind of want to go toward where I felt the ping at first.
Okay.
What's the lighting here? Is it obviously there's no day and night. I always forget this, but like what time would it roughly be?
It's late afternoon,
Late
about
afternoon.
5 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see if I can't see that guy anywhere.
Sure. Yeah. So you go through what is normally the interrogation chamber, but their receiving hours are over. So the person who would normally be seated in that chair, this is the first place you all went through the first time you went to see the queen. You make it through that door, and you're headed toward the long hallway that goes. To
He's in the
the first of the waiting rooms before you go past gate after gate after gate. He's at that first long hallway where people tend to wait to plea their cases.
What is he doing?
He is currently got his arms crossed. He's tapping his foot sort of aggressively. You have the sense that he is waiting for a meeting that hasn't happened yet. But he's grumbling to himself a little bit.
There's a long hallway.
There's a long hallway that is currently gated off, and you recognize this as the same hallway that has several gates that lead to the queen.
Okay. And there's no doors that lead off of this hallway?
There are, but they lead to other areas of the royal disc, which has it will lead out to the gardens or out to the parks, or directly to the council, which is its own building elsewhere. It's basically on the opposite side. So the queen is here. So the queen is here. The council is here, and then all around it is just lavishness.
Who else is in this room?
There are some families holding each other, kind of weeping, possibly looking for reparations for their lost family members. There are businesses trying to cash out insurance. There are individuals trying to do the same. Most of this business has to do with loss of life, but this gnome seems particularly irked.
What was the topography, for lack of a better term, from the tube to the royal, to the castle, to
the throne room? So the tube. So there are several tubes that go up to the royal level. One will go directly to the council. One will go directly to the queen.
Okay.
But one is the public access security point that goes through that security chamber through the main hall.
Oh,
so it's the most secure way for people to get through. But there would have been no way without a sort of pass for you to get through the other two.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
The gate opens.
Okay.
The queen will see you now.
Points to the man with the tapping foot with the necklace, to the gnome.
Yeah.
He begins walking towards the gate, accompanied by 2 guard. The gates continue to open as they walk down.
I'm going to go. Oh man. I'm going to go. I'm going to go back outside, down the tube, and that tube leads back to.
Central disc.
Oh, the central.
That disc can. Where are you trying to head?
It doesn't. Where does that tube let off at? Where did I got on the tube? Where from Central, right?
Yeah.
My question is: are there tubes that lead down to political and residential?
Yes.
From
yes,
that.
Yes. So any level can get to the same exit that you just exited
Okay,
out from. So if you'd
okay.
like to go back down to a particular level, you are welcome to do so.
Oh, I get it. Someone earlier was like saying, oh, we should, put more of Menno's family in here. Apparently Menno's son has a son named Hairpin. And then I was like, heir, like heir to the throne. Like, no, Hairpin. I get it. And someone's suggesting Hank Pin.
Funny. How have I missed all of those? So fun. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go back down the. Oh wait, we were in residential, right? Oh no, we came up from Forge, I think.
Oh no, you came up from residential.
Oh yeah, we did.
If you're at the taverns,
Mockingbird, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go back down to the residential.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back to my place, Bubo and ours house.
Okay.
And I'm going to take off invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
And wait. Exactly. I'm going to wait and then cast locate object every half an hour.
To follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. He spends about 20 minutes in the Queen's office. He goes back to a barracks on the political level.
Okay.
The next half hour, he goes for a drink somewhere in residential. And then after that, he goes back to his home.
Where? It is
Also in residential. His home is on what is the permanent north side of the disc, but again, constantly rotating.
Okay. I'm going to. If I'm still in this, we're still in this storyline real fast. Okay,
sure.
I don't want to bogart. Okay, so basically, I want to go and sneak to him at his house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a couple more. I can use invisibility at 3rd level, because I don't want her to see me walk through Central. I think it was at Central. No, I was at residential. It was at my house. Sorry. Oh, so I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait, and then once that thing dings, I'm gonna try and slip out. If we have a back door at our place, I like to try and slip out the back door, then go to his place.
Of course. Yeah, so you walk up. It's fairly easy to get around to any alleyway or turn. Everything is fairly, it's mechanical. Think of this entire neighborhood is like a giant, a zoomed in crawl space. So there's a way to get to just about anywhere.
Okay.
So
That's an awesome way to put that.
You find his home is small. He doesn't seem to make a lot of money doing his particular job for the Queen, but it's very tidy, at least from the outside. It's polished and shining. It has the emblem of the Queen on the front.
Does it look like others that live with him?
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is crazy. I'm going to knock on his door. No, I'm not.
All that sneaking.
While you think about that,
Okay, yeah.
the Tequila Mockingbird, you find yourself sitting at. You find her being nursed back to health because she was aggressively fighting off whoever was trying to move her upstairs, for she forgot who made that request.
Wasn't I the one that made the
Yes,
request?
because you're that drunk. So you see Starheart just kind of flopping around. But Bask is there. He's sitting far in the corner, and he sort of just tips his hood at you. And he holds up 3 fingers to just be like a few minutes sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
The copper doors swing. They squeak a little bit. Hoon hasn't gotten around to oiling them properly, so they make more noise than they should. A human walks in with a long hat with a fairly gaudy feather in it, dyed blue. He's weathered. He's got plenty of scruff on his face. He has a bastard sword on one side of his hip, and he has a long dagger and a short dagger on his right side. He's got another dagger coming out of a very tall boot. What isn't brown leather is a very rich blue fabric. You can tell he has money, but he uses it on things that he enjoys. Not necessarily to be flashy, but just because he likes them. He's got long gauntlets with heavy fold on it for more added protection. And he doffs his cap when he comes inside, and he's got a bit of a twinkle in his eye, but he looks around. I'm looking for a Miss Aura Stone.
And you look like you need a drink.
Well, the sea is a dry place sometimes. He pulls out a chair and he sits next to you and sits wide-legged and just puts his elbows down on the table. I hear you've been looking for me.
Yes, I heard the building was going faster than planned. In
Oh,
Ralph,
absolutely, by my design, my dear, my design. I'm the greatest shipwright in this business, as well as the greatest captain.
I look very forward to seeing your beautiful creations.
I've made one just for you.
Have you?
Oh, yes, the Queen hired me. I call it the Sweet Leaf.
Sweet leaf.
And it's yours. She's all yours. It would be such a shame to give her up. Would you like to know about her?
Absolutely.
Now, she's a cargo ship by trade, because certainly the Queen will want you to move things this way and that way and all of that, but she is equipped for speed and violence, of course. Now, initially, it was just going to be harpoons and nettings, the usual, but I worked with the Queen. I asked for some of her newer weapons and things to be attached to certain portions of the ship. It has lateen sails, 3 of them at 45 degrees, sharp, angular, sexy ship. The sails are green. It's not limited to coastal navigation. You can take her wherever you want. Anywhere.
Perfect.
I'm currently building a second one for myself because I got so jealous.
Well, I'm sure yours will be all the more grand.
You come standard with 12 harpoons and 1 experimental device at my request. I'll let you use it when you'll find the right time.
Perfect.
Now, why were you looking for me?
I was just wondering how the ship was coming along. Wait, pull this up really quick. So I know that we're going into the forest soon. Are we technically in the mountain range in Hortiel's Crop? Or Steamfangs? Like in the middle somewhere?
Let me find a map. Apologies.
No, it's okay.
You are So the steam fangs are all the way up north. You're
Okay.
currently all the way south as far as the mountain ranges are concerned.
Okay.
And yes, Hortail's crop. You're at the southernmost of the Hortail's crop, which is Copper Forge.
Okay. So that southernmost mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So not terribly far from the coast, right?
That is where the map is slightly inaccurate,
Oh.
but it would be about a 2-week ride to the coast
Okay. And there's
from where you are.
the forest that we're supposed to be in to escort. Where is that located?
Directly west from the mountain. So on the
Oh, the
map,
other-
it is
the opposite direction.
it's that area that's slightly north of that last mountain.
Okay.
If you shift that down into the west, that's where that forest actually is. I still have to redo that.
Okay. No worries. Well, did you happen to travel by land or by sea?
Well, unfortunately, I had to travel by land.
All right.
I had to leave my babies behind.
I see. I would love to see how seaworthy this vessel is, which I'm sure it is of the best.
I am Captain Grant, my dear.
I don't doubt your skill. But I thirst to see your talent where she belongs on the open waters.
Anywhere you want her to be. The Sweet Leaf is unrivaled. It's better than my ship.
For now.
For now. Let's see, it's got a sick bay, gun room, ladders, companionway, carronade, cabin, skylight. Gave you a skylight.
So say if we were to head west into the forest, table talk, and then continue west to the coast,
Sure.
how long of a journey is that?
That would be about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. But there are docks there. So
Okay.
there is another human settlement that basically eats up that coast. So Ralphel takes the bay, which is a human settlement. And then the entire west coast is basically scattered villages and various ports there. They're very small, but there's enough dockage for you to bring a ship to really any portion of that coast.
Okay. Would I know a name of one of those docks?
Sure. And you can make it up if you like.
Okay.
Doc Brown.
Now I gotta do it. Now
The
I
demon
gotta,
takes you!
now I feel like I should take that name. Yeah.
Don't take that name.
Are you familiar with Mooncrest Bay?
I know Mooncrest Bay.
That's nice.
What if, in a fortnight, we meet there, and we take her out for a maiden voyage?
I would be absolutely honored. Miss Aura Stone.
I can't wait.
I've heard many stories about you, as a matter of fact.
Have you now?
Killing the uprisers.
Well, they were uprising, so.
They
had
seemed
this-
like they wanted to be free. I like free men.
Isn't that just what the sea is? Freedom?
I'm glad you have my ship.
As am I. We'll see you in a fortnight then.
And let me know if there's anything else you need. I'll be wherever I need to be. But my friend Bask will find me if you need me.
Perfect.
He struts out.
Perfect. Bask,
Yes?
thank you, as always.
My absolute pleasure. Soon I'm going to stop charging you. Not that soon, though.
Not that soon, that's fair. Well, I do have a message for you to deliver. Are you familiar with Lynch Pin?
I've heard of him.
If you could find him and tell him the Candied Ridge is the sweetest.
I will do that.
Thank you.
Kind of blinks heavily, backs out of the room and goes, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Cool. All right, so I'm at his
You're
residence.
sobering up at this.
Okay.
I'm at his residence.
No. I've been wondering like just how teetery I am.
I'd like to again cast invisibility on myself, and knock on his door, his front door.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
So I'm going to stand just off side of the door.
Sure.
Hello?
He closes the door, but he doesn't lock it again. He walks away.
Okay.
You can hear him shuffling around, having a seat. There's a creak of a chair.
Frick. I'm gonna walk around the back. It's like, is he in like a little small house? Is there a back door? Is there?
It's essentially a cylinder with a top with lots of pipes coming off of it. Some bring water, some exit smoke, some do all sorts of things. But it's basically just like a little hut, little round room.
One entrance? One entrance, one exit?
One in the front, one in the back.
One in the back. Okay.
And it's big enough for it to be a home. It's just an odd
Okay.
shape.
Damn, I just wasted that. That's okay. He is nervous as fuck, by the way. He is not used to this kind of stuff. I'll even go to say he's like sweating profusely right now, right? Okay. So I'm going to. Is there anyone? So I'm going to go to the back of the back door.
Sure.
Is there anyone around the back side of this?
No.
So take off invisibility and cast minor illusion on the front door to knock again.
I told you to stop it.
Is the back door locked?
If you check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is locked. The back is locked.
Okay.
But he's currently distracted by the front.
Okay. I'm going to. What kind of door handle is it? What's locked? Is it?
It's a fairly everything with gnomes is overcomplicated.
Right.
So it's a complex bolt situation, but it's pickable if you tried.
Okay. When I hear him shut the door again, I'm going to walk around to the front. I know I'm visible again. And I'm going to cast minor illusion again on the back door to knock.
This isn't funny.
He goes to the back
And I'm going to open up
unlocks the
the
back
front door.
Sure. He does not hear you.
I'm going to cast True Strike on him. That gives me a brief insight into the target's defenses. Basically, I get an advantage on my first attack roll. I'm going to, as he's doing that, I'm going to bring out the...
The second you think about it, it's in your hand.
And I'm casting True Strike, walking it up behind him. Do I need to roll for stealth or anything like that, or is it...
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and use my portent roll, my look ahead into the future roll. It's +1, so it's 18 to do that. Does he see me yet?
No. He's still fussing with the back door.
And I'm going to mutter, "Forgive me," and stab him in the back.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Don't need to roll for attack or just...
Just damage.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm using so 1d8. 1d8. I don't like this. So 1d8 plus 2.
Yes.
Right? Now, am I... Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter. It's still higher than my... Anyway. Sorry, 1d8 plus 2 plus my proficiency, or just 1d8 plus 2?
What's your proficiency?
So on my regular daggers, I get... Oh, no, it's a +1. So that's modified. So yeah, it is better. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
9 points of damage.
I can't believe these kids continue to bother.
Blood seeps out the corner of his mouth, but he's still alive. He turns around and sees your face.
Do I hear anything from the dagger at all, or it's just silent? I close my eyes and I stab him again.
No, you don't. Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna try and reach for a dagger that he has on the table. He doesn't.
Oh,
You can stab him again.
Okay, stab him again. 8 points of damage. You're a monster, Ryan.
You're the one stabbing
He
him.
slides off of your blade and falls to the ground and rolls on the floor to look up at you. Please.
God, he's still alive, for Pete's sake.
Please.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry. And yeah, tears.
And you feel a charge go through the blade into your hand, into your arm, all through your body.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It feels wonderful.
Oh man. Ooh, conflict. I'm gonna sit just next to his body. And I'm just gonna look at this thing and just figure out what the hell's going on. Like, I hated doing that, but this power feels so good, and I just don't know how to process that. I'll be there for
All right.
a little bit. Yeah.
Wonderful. You've now come to. So you wake up, you see Bask in the corner.
Have I met Bask?
You would have, yes, you would have, because you
Okay.
were learning how to steal things, and he was basically.
Oh, that's right.
He was like your
helping
part-time
me.
coach.
Yeah.
So you see Bask, and he just kind of.
I do, or he does?
Howdy, kid.
He waves at you.
Howdy.
Miss Zora, it's a pleasure.
As always, Bask.
Oh, here-
Pleasure.
I think he already left, but he was leaving again.
Just say it anyway.
He likes to drink. So the two of you are now in the room.
So I hear you have family in town.
I do. Yes. In the residential district with the red ring on the door. Coffee?
You got it, friend.
Thank you.
Just pulls it from another lever. You have no idea how long this coffee's been sitting there, because that's not what people drink here.
Super stale.
That's just your 10. You don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's behind you, so it's alive.
It's your
the percentage
percent, so
shot.
you don't need
Okay,
it.
so that's it.
The doors squeak open one more time. As an older gnome with wild hair and a wild stash kind of comes in. He's got his cap in his hand.
Do I recognize him?
Hi. I heard you someone might be needing my services.
Oh, is this Fizzbinkle?
This is Fizzbinkle.
It's
Fizzbinkle.
a Fizzbinkle!
Hi, friends.
Hi.
We have been charged to. Are we escorting or are we finding this person and bringing him back? They're. Danny,
sorry. Yes. You are taking a war strategist named Wisp Walker from Copperforge out to the fields to scout for potential fighting locations, like the best vantage points in a battle, and then going back with that information to give to the Queen's military.
Got it.
But the idea is you have to keep him alive so that he can,
Strategize.
yeah, so you can give this information.
We're going to be escorting a strategist in a few days, and the prisoners will be coming with us. I think for that, you should join us.
I could be very useful.
I'm sure you could. But you know, we want to make sure that obviously this person is protected both ways, and to do so, it would help if the army were intact.
I can make sure they're as right as rain.
Perfect.
They won't even know I was there. I just know I made them.
Perfect.
He just tries to comb out his stash and doesn't do anything. Puts the little comb back in his pocket.
I could get started on that right now if you like, or if you'd like me to do it on the road.
Perhaps on the road we could reinforce things on the road. You know, we don't want any bolts coming loose or anything like that.
Oh, never.
But perhaps pack some extra tools with you, just in case.
Extra. I have everything I need.
He opens his little vest. It's like.
Perfect.
I'm never without. I'll see you on the road.
We'll see you on the road.
Road.
This is a decent place to end. I feel like we're set up. Poor Nitsage. Such problems.
Oh, I can't go meet my family, huh? Because I was too drunk.
I was going to suggest you
We can do
wanted to
that
see him, but
tomorrow before you
you're
go.
drunk.
Oh, we can. We
Do you
can if
wanna-
you want to go do it drunk. We have time.
Do you want to end, or I guess, because I was planning on
Here?
leaving out the back door, and I have one more invisibility. No, two more. So I'm gonna leave out the back door invisible again, and make my way to my house.
Sure.
Yeah,
You make it there. In silence and invisible.
yeah.
But
Would
you
I-
hear happy little giggles sort of in the back of your head.
Oh, that's not good.
How do they sound, Danny?
Uneven.
I like it. I like it. Okay.
That's not unsettling at all.
Hooray!
No, we just stop it there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you would like to go.
I kind of feel like it would behoove me to not be hungover when I meet. Wait,
Sure.
I don't know.
It's entirely up to you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm also falling asleep.
Fair enough.
Diva is. So I'm
Cool.
like, maybe it would be better today.
Sure.
Next time.
All right.
So much went down this
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a lazy episode
know.
too.
Oh my
gosh,
it
this
was.
was
not.
Like a
in the
shopping
world is
episode.
happening.
Story, motherfucker. No, that was
Oh,
good.
man.
That was great.
Ooh, you guys, I don't know how to play that.
Evil death dagger that
I
embeds itself in your skin.
That was the coolest scene
That was
ever. Oh my
Super
gosh.
rad.
Great.
Oh my gosh. I was so uncomfortable though. I'm like, what is gonna, this is not good. This is not
That was
good.
great.
This is not good.
That was
No, it
great.
was really good.
Well done.
Thanks. You know what? Point of inspiration for you for next time.
Oh.
Just mark that down. That was fun.
Oh, do I mark
You
that?
can DM inspiration in your game.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for Sahlen's Legacy. Episode 13. Tune in next week for episode 14, where if we have the 2 people we need, we could finally do this particular mission. But either way, this was a wonderful episode. Thank you all for
Thank
playing
you, sir.
and
Thank you.
bringing so much to the table. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We brought it, you guys. We brought it.
Uber says if somebody didn't keep Danny in check, this would be like a game of Civilization for him. All of a sudden the sun would be coming up and Danny would be confused as to where the time went. You're not wrong. I'm very aware of time today. So thank you, everyone. Make sure you join us in the Discord. I will drop that right there. Oh, no, not Discord. There we go. So join that. That's where all of our news is. That's where you can join our community. We're real nice, I promise. And then make sure you join us tomorrow night for Perception Check. Yeah, we'll see you later. Thanks, everybody.
We're gonna go raid some people.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh,
let's do
yes,
that.
we're gonna raid some people.
Let's raid.
Everybody stick around.
Not to raid.
Raid.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
Yeah.
Man, this
It was kind of a slow episode, but it was packed full of
Stuff
it was good
is
characterization.
happening.
Yeah.
I'm so,
turning.
chuck them over to our friends at
Oh my
Scabby
gosh.
Rooster.
He's got one.
Oh my gosh.
One tally mark.
Right?
Message.
It's a lot of fun hearing him in my head while you two are around me. That's a lot of fun for Justin. You're like, huh?
All right, everybody, buckle up. We're going to go raid our friends over at Scabby Rooster, so make sure you sell Nox and Fab and anyone they have with them. Hello. They're good friends of ours, so spread all the love.
Yay!
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.